welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Kristina. In my videos, I talk about a plant-based diet, nursing school, and my cancer journey. If you like these types of videos, please like this video and subscribe down below. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about 3 apps that I use throughout nursing school to help me stay motivated, mentally, and physically fit for school. Let's get into it. The first app that I want to introduce to you guys is the app called I-AM, and I will list this down below for you guys so you don't have to write it down right now, but it is such an awesome app to use, especially during the craziness of nursing school. I have been getting these notifications on my Apple Watch, and I just look down at them, and it just gives me that boost of motivation, that affirmation that I am doing the right things, and that if I'm having a rough day, it's okay. But I will give you an example of one that I had today. So it says, I am in charge of how I feel, and today I choose happiness. And something like this, when you see this, when you're going through a rough moment, or just even if you're having a good day, it really just either boosts you up, or if you're having a rough time, then it gives you that extra pep in your step, so to speak. So I definitely recommend downloading this app. You can change the increment, so if you don't want it 10 times a day, you can get it 1 time a day or 2, whatever. You just put down how many times a day you would like to receive those text messages or notifications, and you will get it in a form of a text. So I think that is so helpful, and everyone can use some motivation and guidance to get them through nursing school. The best part about the I-AM app is that you actually don't have to pay for it. So when you download it, it's going to say, you know, put in your information, or you could pay $20 a month or $20 a year, whatever it is. You do not have to pay for it. Just literally exit out of the it's like a screen to sign up. Just hit the X mark at the top, and then it will bring you right to the notifications, and you'll get them. And you can actually save the sayings that you like. So let's say you see when you're like, I really like that, I want to look at that some other time for reference later. You just hit the little heart at the bottom right hand side, and then it'll be saved in like a little file for you, so you could reference back in the app whenever you want to. So I really recommend getting it. It has helped me even the past week that I downloaded it. It really has changed my overall response to things and how I feel throughout my day. I get those little reminders, and actually puts a smile on my face, which I feel like we could all use right now. So I definitely recommend downloading that first one. The second app that I recommend downloading is Inside Timer. Now, I have recommended this in previous videos, but I can't say enough good things about this app. It's really for people who need some sort of way to relax. So they have meditation, they have different mantras that you can listen to. They even have, like, you can listen to, it sounds silly, but they have like different stories that you can listen to for like when you're trying to go to sleep and you're having trouble fall asleep. You could listen to different stories, which I think is so helpful if you are the type of person that like you just can't sleep because you're so stressed out. Really listen to them, and again, it is free, so it won't cost you anything. It doesn't hurt to try. Some people are like, well, I'm not really into meditation or yoga or really into that. Just give it a try. Even try for like 5 minutes. There's so many different people who list their courses or their free meditations and mantras and everything like that. So if you don't like one person, you could go to the next person, and it has helped me a lot. I love David G on there, David J.I. He is phenomenal, and I said the same thing in my last video because he really is awesome, and the words that he says really gives you encouragement if you're struggling with a certain aspect of your life. It really helps and to gain that clear mindedness that you need to succeed onto your classes. So I really recommend listening to something on Inside Timer. The third app that I would recommend is Noom. So now, I typically don't recommend anything that costs anything because I'm like, you know, we're nursing students, we don't want to pay for anything, and I totally get it. But this app is really awesome. Like, I didn't want to admit that it is a really good app because it's even though it's a weight loss app, it really deals with psychology and your behaviors and how you respond to different things. And I really like learning the research behind things. So when I downloaded the app, I wasn't expecting much. They have like a 2-week trial. Even if you want to try for the 2 weeks and you're like, I'm not signing up, I'm not paying for this, just try it for the 2 weeks. You have nothing to lose by signing up to get some information out of it and to kind of see the way that they run things. So basically the gist of it is they will provide articles like within the app, and it's not like, oh, read this entire article. They make it into like little snippets, pieces of it, and you just follow these little studies, and then at the end they'll quiz you on it, and it's like, what did you learn today? Then it talks about like weighing yourself and the importance of water and things that I've heard before in other weight loss programs. But the fact that they add the scientific basis behind it makes them so much more reputable. And what they say is like certain things that like I haven't heard before, where some companies say like, do not weigh yourself every day. They say weigh yourself every day because they have scientific research that says it's actually good to weigh yourself every day. And some people might say, well, that's not healthy. For some people, it might not be healthy. But for losing weight and for those purposes, it is healthy for this because it's showing that like your weight fluctuates, and it's actually showing the psychology behind weighing yourself. Like it doesn't have to be an obsessive thing. It's more of like a healthy thing to just see like how you're progressing and if your body is responding to what you're trying to do on the program. So I feel like that was beneficial. And then just logging your meals, and kind of like Weight Watchers or any of the other programs, they have their own system where they tell you which foods are like yellow, green, and red. So green is like your good to goes, vegetables and fruits, and then the yellows are like more like the things you don't want to have too much of. So like maybe your high fat but still healthy foods, a lot of the carbs are in there. And then the red foods are the foods that like you can still have, but you want to have a very small amount. So this might be like your ice cream and pizza. But I love Noom because they don't say, they restrict you of course, because if you're not restricted, how are you gonna lose weight? But they also tell you like how much to have of each category while still saying you should enjoy the things that you like. So they don't just say no more ice cream ever again, because that's just not realistic. And when you go on those sorts of diets, you're not really gaining anything out of it, because you lose the weight, and then shortly after, if you go back to your normal ways of living and eating, you are going to eat the same things you ate before and just gain that weight back. Noom is how to retrain your brain on how to associate with food. And for me, I always had issues with trying to like understand the psychology of food and how I reacted with it. And I definitely tend to be an emotional eater. So like if I'm having a rough day, I'm like, oh, I want like the biggest thing of ice cream right now, or I want like something fatty. And when I say ice cream, it's vegan ice cream. But they have everything like that's junk foody, and like, you know, so many things that you can think of that are so unhealthy but still vegan. So it doesn't necessarily mean it's healthy either. That's why I need to make sure that I'm also consuming things that are still healthy. So it's a good app to use if you're looking to lose weight, or if you're looking to not even lose weight, maybe you're looking to maintain your weight, but you have a bad association with food, where you're so restricted on like eating carbs, or you're so restricted on like you have an ideology on how you're supposed to eat because of your body type or because of X, Y, and Z. This is research to prove that that's not really always the case. So I think it's an awesome app, and it's definitely worth it. Even the 2-week trial is really, really great. And I will list all these apps down below. If you have any questions at all, like always, please email me or DM me with questions. And if you have any other ideas for videos, please let me know. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please like it and subscribe down below. I can't wait to see you guys next time. Bye.